YouTube today.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And
then they will be on my blog.
I'll share them onto my Facebook.
Nice.
And I'll tag you in them.
Precisely. Yeah. So, in terms of the future, I mean, right now, music is right now for me. Like, right now, I'm so in it right now that I don't know what's going to happen in the future. More music. You know, like, I love doing this, and I'm not, I am determined that this is going to happen one way or another. You know, I'm either going to be a professional session vocalist, or I'll sing at Disney, or I'll sing on a cruise, or whatever, but, like, this is what I'm doing.
I could see you being Aladdin.
Except no.
No?
Aladdin's straight. You know, like...
You can't play straight?
Are you kidding? That's cute. No, turns out.
You can't even fake straight?
No, I was a theater major for a year and a half, and I realized I'm not an actor. You know, I can play a keyboardist, as I did in a music video recently, and I can play a gay best friend, both of which are things I am in real life. So,
what would you do if you were going to work for Disney?
I mean, like, they have, like, dinnery shows, you know what I mean? Like, Beauty and the Beast, where, like, I'd be, like, a townsperson, you know, like, I don't need to be a main character, I just like to sing.
Right.
I also don't really like acting.
Yeah.
Like Barbara Streisand identifies as an actress who sings. I'm the other way around. I'm more than willing to pose or model or act my way into a singing career, but it's about singing. Like, last night, I invited these women to my show, and I have this disease when I meet people where sometimes I'm overly effusive, and they thought I was hilarious. And this has happened to me multiple times in my life, where, and I'm never funny on purpose. Like, I can never, like, write down jokes and then deliver them. I'm not a comedian. But some nights, I'm freaking hilarious. Some nights I am. And that's always the nights when new people come see me that don't know me very well, and then they end the evening with, "That was great, you should be a comedian."
And you're like, what?
Are you freaking serious? Like, no.
It's like telling a photographer, you should take up, like, drawing as a profession.
You're like, I shot this music video recently with this other local artist. I don't know if I'm legally allowed to say her name yet because it's not out. Once it's out, I can say it, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say who she and her band are because, like, they're still tweaking. And they're under contract. I'm not. Like, I was just, like, an actor that they found from Craigslist. Like, I was doing acting work that day. I was literally, like, my keyboard is now off. I was, like, and just, like, whipping my hair back and forth and all of that. You know, just, like, rocking out. But, like, I didn't play on the record. You know what I mean? Like, they just, I think, had a keyboardist and then lost that keyboardist and are waiting for the new one to come in, and they wanted a body for the music video. So I was like, me. You know, like, I mean, publicity is publicity. You know what I mean? Like, I'm old school in that regard. You know, like, I'm Joan Rivers when it comes to publicity. There's no such thing as bad publicity. But, so I did that. What was my point? We were talking about a thing. Oh, yeah, no, so I'm willing to act if it will further my music career.
Right.
I'm willing to be funny if it will further my music career. I think diversification is great, but I do not want to be an actor, and I do not want to be a comedian or a dancer or any of those things. I would like to be a singer. I mean, I will take a performing gig over no gig. You know what I mean? Like,
would you prefer to only sing and not play keyboard?
Yes. Yeah,
so,
no, I feel like such a diva about that.
If there is a band out there that is willing...
They have to be willing to put up with me, though. You know, like, there's a reason I'm a solo act. Like, for example, I went into the studio to do the lead vocals and the piano. And, like, I went in there, and, like, I had 4 hours, and the producer was like, we might be able to get 2 songs done. I had 4 songs that I wanted to get done. And so I went in, and I was like, okay, first song, 1 man down, 120 beats per minute, go! And I do the keys, and I did it in 2 takes, and I was like, I listened to it, I was like, that's perfect, next song! Perfect, next song. We knocked out all of the keys in about an hour and a half, and then we spent the rest of the 3 hours doing vocal takes, and, like, I'm like a beast in the studio, and, like, I think the reason I'm hard to work with for some people is because some people are fun people. I am not a fun person. I'm just not. You know, like, I was working with the people for this music video that I recently was in, where I played a keyboardist, and they are fun. They were very focused, but they are fun and focused. I am just focused. To me, that is fun. The more focused we are, the more fun I am having. You know what I mean? Like I get, like, this high from, like, yes, music! You know, like, I get, like, insane about it, and, like, it's perfect! You know, like, I'm such a perfectionist. Whereas, like, I think a lot of people, like, want it to be jovial and jokey, and I'm just like, I'm here to work. And I think a lot of people have a hard time working with that energy. Mm-hmm. And I'm not that way in any other way. Like at a real job, I'm like, ha, joking around. But when it comes to music, like when we're in practice, like, let's get it the fuck done. Like, I've got shit to do. Because like when we're done with this, I've got to write, I've got to get online. Like I'm a one-man show right now. And then when I've been a band, we've been doing my music. So I'm arranging things, I'm the one doing the booking, I'm the one, finding out what their schedules are when we can all meet and trying to get us all to the same place and like being like, no, we're running it again. Like I have to be the taskmaster, and I think I don't enjoy that. I like doing that for myself, but I don't enjoy
babysitting others. Not
even babysitting, because that sounds so harsh, because I've worked with dedicated people. It's just, it's hard for me. I will have a vision, and it's hard for me sometimes to tell people that their vision is not my vision and that you signed up for my vision and this is what we're doing. Which is why a solo effort has been so fun for me. Because like, for the first time in my life, I mean, I'm still like I said, I have a couple of people that I'm working with and I consider things that they say. But I'm so much more confident in my own vision than I used to be. I used to be like, well, all right, and then like my music would become this monster that I didn't want it to be, and I'd be very upset and dissatisfied and not have the vocabulary or the confrontation people skills to be like, no, that's not what I want. Whereas like now I'm like, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing these 4 songs, they're piano driven, they're vocal driven. I don't want too much instrumentation, I only want to add, I don't want to overpower, because I think the songs stand alone. I don't want it to be auto-tuned, I want it to sound like what I sound like, but I also want it to be radio quality. I'm thinking more on the lines of a super poppy Queen, like Freddie Mercury, how like you listen to his old recordings, and they're flawless, but you can hear the scoops and the swoops and the slightly flat note before he pitches back up. It's not boo, boo, like so many people go to the studio nowadays and they just have everything so digitized, and it sounds great. It may not even sound auto-tuned, it's just like it sounds processed. And I want to sound clean, but like me. Because I don't perform with auto-tune. I'm not a dance pop musician. Like, I play keys and I sing. Right. And my voice is not very trained. I've had some training, but it just goes where it goes. And I don't even always know what it's going to do. And I like that organic aspect to my art. Like, when I play a show, last night I had 25 songs that were very rehearsed, and we're all ready to go. And I just went down my list and played whichever one stuck out to me as the Spirit led me. Like that very like Pentecostal church vibe still is very much a part of my music, where just like we go where it feels right. We're rehearsed and each individual piece is ready. But if I decide I don't want to open with that song, I want to open with a different song, in the spur of the moment, I'm going to do that. And that's the great thing about being a solo artist, is that I can do that. Oh, I had this really cool idea yesterday, though. No one can steal this. This is my idea. For an app, someday when I'm famous and like I have a band and people know my music and there's like an actual extensive set list, it's like a 2-hour show and people have smartphones. This is the app. You have the set list for whatever's happening. Oh, I guess they're back. Hi! Hi, we're doing an interview right now. Hey! For this where like people show up and they know your music or whatever, and they don't know what your set list is going to be until they get there. But then when they get there, they can sign in and like it's on your phone, and you have the set list prepared, and you and your band have rehearsed, and you're ready to do it in any order. And then the people with the app can then vote on which, like, because some people show up to a show to hear one particular band or to hear a particular song, and then they dip out. Like it's just very, so then they can vote on which song is next in the lineup, and that way each night, like it might be the same set list, but the order it happens in is different every night, depending on what the majority of the people. So like if they want your encore to be this particular song, but a different audience, you know what I mean? And I like that. I like the organic feel where it can still breathe. It's not just this like, this is what I'm doing. Except for when I'm in the studio, then I'm the exact opposite. No breathing, this is what I'm doing. Yeah, so that's where it's going in the future.
Right. Yeah. So the last thing that I want to discuss is the gallery that I put on.
Oh yeah.
It's called Fourth Effin' Friday.
Okay.
It's the fourth Effin' Friday of the month.
Okay.
There's one coming up on the 24th of this month.
All right.
And a little bit about it. There's free booze, free food.
Nice.
Live music. It's all of the artists that I interviewed in the previous month.
Okay.
So everybody that I interviewed in March is invited to April 24th.
So I will be in May.
You'll be in May.
Cool.
May 22nd.
Nice.
You are encouraged to come check it out if you want to see
Yeah, no,
when
I mean, I'm
it's
gonna
like
come to the April one.
the
for
April
sure.
one.
Yeah.
And
Where does it happen?
my house.
Nice. I've never played a house show. That would be fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. But yeah, you paint on the walls.
Fun.
And
Awesome.
give away a bunch of art. I ask all of the artists that I interview if there's something small that they might be able to donate for a raffle.
For sure.
And
My CD will be done by then. Maybe I'll just donate free copy, autographed, so when I'm famous you can sell it to people.
Yeah.
Keep it in the original plastic.
Definitely.
I don't know, or like a gift basket, or like if I know someone who, and I'll come up with something, you know, because like I just play, maybe I'll write them a song, you know, like you could, or
you can win
a free song or a free cover dedicated to whomever, and I'll make a video or whatever, you know,
rad.
something, you know,
So
like,
cool.
whatever floats. I actually did that for my show last night. I posted on Craigslist. I was like, if you come to the show and you email me a request, I will learn the request in the style of a cabaret. You know, like bum ba da bum, because like that was the theme of last night. It was like a lot of musical theater and pop songs done as musical theater. Like it was very musical theater themed for that. Like it's not what I do, but for last night it was like a musical review with some of my originals, but like a lot of different covers done. You know, like I did a mashup that I like to call Bohemian House of the One More Time, which is Bohemian Rhapsody into House of the Rising Sun, into Baby One More Time, back into House of the Rising Sun. It's epic. It's really cool.
I might have to have you play that.
Well, I really have to pee, so I don't know if we have time.
Well, not now.
Okay. No, you'll have me play it. But like, so I could do something like that where I learn something or write them. Like I've written custom songs for people before. If they're like, write a song about Jenny, I wrote a song called Jenny about Jenny, and it was like a really super sweet, like adorable song. And I was just, here's your birthday present. You know, this person asked me to write a song, so I did. And I like recorded it and sent it to them.
Oh, that's super cute.
So I could do that. You know, something. I'm not giving away my keyboard. It's mine. Yeah.
Do you have a name for your keyboard?
I've not named it yet. A lot of people name their instruments like it has their own personality, but I always feel like my instruments are an extension of me. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have an instrument when I first moved to Portland because I sold my guitar when I was in Florida to raise money to move here. It was a nice-ish guitar, and I didn't have an instrument for a few months, and I felt like half of a person because like I could write lyrics, but I had nothing to even kind of chart out a melody and like keep track of like, and then like I got this keyboard and everything got better. You know what I mean with life? Like it was just like I am a person again. I have a way to make music. So I don't know if I'm gonna name it or if it's just going to be part of my being. You know, I'm not sure. I don't know if you can separate me and my keyboard, which is funny because I'm primarily a vocalist, but without an instrument, I feel naked. Like. Not so much performing, but like in life, like I need, because I am a singer.
You're a composer.
Performance-wise, I prefer to sing. And really being able to focus on the lyric and the notes that I'm singing and really bring life to that without having to focus so much on this. But in terms of writing, I think I'm equal parts performer and writer. Like writing music is a life force to me. And I know everybody who writes music says that, but it's true for me. You know, like it's my, notice most of my songs aren't happy. Because when I'm happy, I'm too busy being happy to write music. But for me, like, it helps me process my life. Some people, like, write story songs that have nothing to do with them. Pretty much every song I write is very pointedly about something in my life, whether it's someone else I know or it's me personally. It's about something that has happened. Except for if it's about you, they'll be like, no, it's not about, I just made it up. No, I didn't, it's about you.
Why is it called Jacob?
Yeah, I can write you a song. Jacob. You have a camera. I don't know how to. That's all I know so far.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's good.
It's my favorite song.
Right? Yeah, it's delicious.
Should we call it?
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. This is the Art Life video blog. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
it's been a pleasure.
I forgot that I had you, but thank you for having me on the show.
Yeah.
Or the blog. It's been really cool. Yeah.
The schlog.
The schlog. that I had one of those. I wouldn't try to tell you. But
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I'm not going to explain.
Alright.
It's rock chain.
Have a great day. Thanks. See you tomorrow. Bye.